Smith. Welcome to the Blue Wave Sports Show. Today I'm here with Daphne August and Andrew Ramey. It is a great time of year right now. We have football season right around the corner, and I know everyone is super excited about it. We have some big games coming up for the Owls this season that everyone is talking about. Andrew, what games are you looking forward to in particular?
Well, definitely the 6 home games are going to be key. And the first home game against Miami, I mean, you're getting a Power 5 conference to come to our stadium. It's going to be great. Definitely look for FIU. Definitely keep that rivalry going. Other than that, I mean, Buffalo's always good. Middle Tennessee senior night. It's going to be a great season. I can't wait.
What about you, Daphne?
I'm looking forward to the game versus the UF in Gainesville, FIU. I feel like that one's always excited because, you know, the rivalry. First time we're playing Buffalo, so that's really big, too.
Well, we interviewed a lot of our players at the media day a few weeks ago, and they all seemed very optimistic about the season. Here's what they had to say about the upcoming season.
We want to win conference. That's our biggest thing. We want to win our home games. That's our house. We don't want to lose here, and we just want to have a good fan base too.
My personal goals, our team goals. I want to win. That's the biggest thing to me. I'm a competitor. I want to win every time I go on the field and win every play. That's the biggest thing.
Go undefeated, Conference USA champs, and we're going to win a bowl game.
Do you guys agree with what the players are saying about the season and everything, all their expectations? What about you, Daphne?
All the players were saying the biggest expectation was to win conference. You know, I feel like that's a possibility, but it'll be a lot of competition, especially with Marshall. Mm-hmm. And I look forward to seeing if we are playing in a bowl game this year.
Yeah, I hope we do get a bowl game. What about you, Andrew? What do you think?
You know, some of their expectations this upcoming season, I think they're a little bit high for this team. I think we're going to still have a solid team, but I mean, of course the players are going to say we're going to go undefeated, we're going to win Conference USA, attend for a bowl game. I think ultimately we'll try to get a bowl game, hopefully, but go undefeated, win the conference, we're just not ready quite yet, I feel like. So, but of course the players are going to say it, because if they don't say that, you're going to look at them and be like, oh, you're not optimistic about this season. Every player says that for every team. So it's good to see our players are saying this.
You don't want to go into the season with a negative attitude, you know?
Agreed. So Jensen Stoshak's comments, he's a big player in the team this year. Do you agree with him and what he was saying?
Jensen Stoshak, definitely. I feel like last year's receiving core was better than this year's, just because how good Lucky was. Lucky was a key cornerstone of our offense, and right now I don't see anyone that can really replace him. And that's not saying we don't have the talent there to replace him. We just have guys that are young, developing. Caleb Woods is still young. Stoshak is probably the number one, but if you double them, he doesn't really have any second option. Yeah. You look at tight ends, realistically, Alex DeLeon graduated, kind of have Nate Terry and stuff like that, kind of stepping into that role. DeLeon was so great at so many things that you have to learn in your careers as a college player that some of the young guys don't know yet, some of the young tight ends. So I think last year is better than this year, but we'll see. Hey, prove me wrong, guys.
Daphne?
No one will replace Lucky. You know, Henry Bussey, he might go into the slot receiver. Lucky was our biggest loss for this season. Jensen's role will be better. I feel like he'll be more effective, and he'll be used more. He'll be like Quest's favorite target. But I think Nate Terry will do well. You know, also Caleb Woods, I see him breaking out, having a great year. Yeah. Even like the old players left, but this gives the opportunity for the new players to step up, you know, because they are the future right now.
Yeah. So it is Jaquez Johnson's senior year, his last time playing for the Owls. What are you expecting from him this season?
Jaquez Johnson, I feel like this is his make or break moment for the Owls. 2 seasons as a starter, yet to lead them to a bowl game. I mean, yes, it's a team game, but like we've seen in the pros and all that, the quarterback gets the most fame when you win and the most blame when you lose. He needs to be able to lead these guys, whether it's offensively or defensively, out there so we can win more games, so we can make a bowl game. His FAU fans have been waiting for a bowl game for over 7, 8 years.
No, it's time. It's time for a bowl game.
Yeah, and we were so close 2 years ago when we went 6-6. We had to win the last 4. Last year, there was a couple games decided by 5 or fewer points. And those are games that we have to win. And he needs to show his senior leadership and prove to us that he can lead us to a bowl game. Because if he doesn't, I mean, he had a great career here, but he didn't prove to us that he was a winning quarterback realistically. He had some good stats, but if you want to leave FAU up top, you got to make it to a bowl game, I feel.
Daphne, are you expecting anything different from Quez?
Well, Quez leadership role is bigger this year, especially the group that he came in with has now left and graduated and move on. So his leadership role this year will be bigger than ever last year. Last year, I feel like he was okay. He did have that injury, so he was gone. But I think this year he will be better. I think he'll run the ball more, and I just expect more from him this year. Especially with Driscoll and Parr really looking up to him, because one of them will take over his place.
Yeah.
And I expect Quest to do good.
So who do you guys think needs to be a key player this year and step up their game, either offensively or defensively?
Well, for me, offensively, I'm looking at the 2 running backs, Greg Howell, also known as Buddy, and Jay Warren, because this offense is built around the running game. And last year, most of the time, there was a lot of fumbles from Jay Warren, and Greg Howell did get a hamstring injury towards the end, so hopefully he can recover from that. But if we could get the running game going, and our passing game opens up, then our offense can be a very tough offense to defend against.
So you think we need to work on offense?
I think we need to work on both areas. I think offensively and defensively, because defensively, Jared Ward is going into his sophomore season. He's probably going to be one of the key guys at the linebacker position, because he played a lot last year because of injuries at the linebacker position, and we lose a guy like Andre Kirk, who's not only the leader but led the Owls in tackles last year. We need a guy to step up to help with the running game, because we need to be able to contain their running game. Because if you look at last year, a lot, especially against Marshall, we had that game if we didn't let their running back break out for those
Which is
big
where the
yards.
defense comes in.
Yes. So I'd definitely look for offensively kind of establishing the run, defensively kind of stopping the run. That's why I say both running backs are going to be key players, and then Jared Ward for the defense.
I think the 2 guys for me that has to step up this year is Nate Terry. We did lose Alex DeLeon and Dijon Smith. So our defense this year is the key. And
So you think it's defense is the key?
Yeah, defense is the key. And Crevon LeBlanc, he said during the media day that he wants to break Dijon Smith's record for interceptions. And he needs to step up to kind of sort of be Dijon, because Dijon was big on leadership. He was big on the field. So I'm looking for Nate Terry and Crevon LeBlanc to step up this year and to have a breakout season, because I think those 2 are the key reasons why we either lose a game or win a game.
Up to them. So, Andrew, what do you think about the upcoming season? It's up in the air right now, but, what are your predictions?
All right. This upcoming season, I think the first 4, I'm going to look at those for a little bit. I think we could go easily 3-1. Only lost to Miami. I think we can beat Tulsa, Buffalo, and Charlotte. Those are 3 capable wins. From there, it's going to get hard, because we play Marshall, we have to play Middle Tennessee, Western Kentucky, all these conference games that were very close last year that are going to be close again. And it all depends, and I feel, on if we can run the ball, and if Quez can become that leader that I think he will be. I think we'll make a bowl game this year. I say 7-5, 8-4, depending on a couple games. I think we make a bowl game this year, which is the first time in 8 years, I believe. So it's going to be great for Owls fans, get that bowl game, and hopefully build off of that for the upcoming years.
Daphne?
I look forward to a bowl game too, especially since last season the bowl game was actually here at FAU Stadium. So that was incredible.
That would be awesome
So
if we
we
could
actually
be playing
playing
it.
But So we go on the road to Tulsa to start up the season, and that's, to me, automatically win. We dominated them last season. Doing our home game opener now, it's our season opener. I don't think we're going to beat Western Kentucky nor Middle Tennessee. Marshall, for me, is a toss-up. And going on the road, we close out the season playing playing University of Florida and Old Dominion, and I don't think we're going to win those games. Just UF just has more talent than us, but Howard Schallenberger did say that we need to play competition, people who are better than us in order to get better. So I feel like the UF game will really test our guys, and it'll be like motivation because we are the underdogs. No one expects us to win against Florida, but I think we're just going to come up a little bit short. But Charlotte, it's an easy win. Rice is an easy win. And Buffalo, it's the first time playing Buffalo, and Buffalo has a new coach. But Buffalo hasn't won a non-conference game on the road since 2009. So that's definitely should be a win for the Owls.
Well, I kind of disagree with you at the end, Daphne. I feel like we could beat Old Dominion at Old Dominion because last year we were looking at that as our last home game last year as a team that we could beat, and I still feel that way, especially with this offense if it plays up to its potential. Well, so I feel like that could be a win. I definitely agree with you. UF is probably going to be a loss, but I feel like Old Dominion, watch out. I think we could win that game on the road.
We are definitely looking forward to an exciting season for our Owls this year with a lot of big home games, a lot of exciting new teams that we haven't played before. And I encourage and hope that all our students can come out. We can support
it's 6
our
home
Owls.
games, you know? 6 home games. That's big.
It's going to be big.
The FIU game, you know, FIU and UM's coming, and that means it's up the road. And, you know, all those fans are going to come to Boca and make the travel and the trip, and we need the students and everyone just to come out to support for it not to sound like it's their home game, but
let's fill up the stadium. Let's fill up the stadium.
We only have like 1,000 tickets left for the UM game, so
that's great. Tickets are going fast, so get your tickets and come to the games. I know we'll be there, right, guys?
Definitely.
Thank you guys for watching the Blue Wave Sports Show, and we'll see you next time.